tornado now for George County. This is that same storm that we have been continuing to track. And this is moving towards Highway 613 and towards Highway 612. We also have in the path of this storm Highway 98. These are, if you live in these areas, you need to be moving to that safe place now, anywhere within that red area. Now, here's a radar update there. You can see that storm. Most of that storm is now completely in George County. The heaviest rain moving just to the south of Agricola right now. And let's check on some, there is the possibility of hail with this storm. It does not look like the radar is detecting hail at this time. But once again, there's that tornado warning with the radar image gone. Once again, northern Jackson County still showing up as a confirmed tornado. That warning still does continue for just a few more minutes as we're continuing to wait for this storm to move up into George County. For George County, you do have a tornado warning. This extends mainly south of Agricola. So if you're within Agricola or to the south of Agricola, you need to be in your safe place now. This is just a few minutes away, especially if you're along Highway 613. This is where we are seeing that this tornado is very close to. And if you're a little bit further out, if you're along Highway 612, then you do have a few more minutes. So this will be in your area within about the next 10 to 15 minutes. And if you're further out, this is going to be closer to Highway 98 near the state border, then you are going to be about more like 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes away. If you're on the east side of Highway 98, this is about 20 to 25 minutes away, and you are outside of that tornado warning. You're in the path of the storm, but that tornado warning currently stops at Highway 98 there, just past the state border with Mississippi and Alabama. Once again, let's bring the radar back up, and you can see where that storm is now located. It has now completely crossed into George County, and you can see the heaviest rain now just on the south side of Agricola. This tornado warning continues until 1:15 p.m. Just keep in mind areas around Highway 613, Highway 612, and Highway 98. Those areas you need to be moving to your safe place. That is a tornado warning. As of a few minutes ago, this was still a confirmed tornado on the ground.
The tornado warning's canceled for Jackson County.
Okay. So Jackson County is now in the clear, all clear for areas south and west of Highway 613. If you are in Agricola, south of Agricola, you want to be moving to that safe place now that you are closest to the core of that storm where that tornado was reported when it was still back in Jackson County. Now, looking a little bit further up ahead, you can still see some of the heavier rain now beginning to get close to Highway 612, and you still don't have a lot of rain falling if you're closer to Highway 98 right now. So these areas you want to be very cautious. Start moving to that safe place. You are under a tornado warning, but you do have a few minutes. You have it's 15 to 20 minutes now before this is arriving past Highway 612 and closer to Highway 98. You can also see, let's take a look at the wind plot once again. Let's try and find this here. You can see now that tornado warning for Jackson County has been completely dropped from the map there. And you can also see there it is. The tightest rotation with this is going to be right in here, just over to the west side of Highway 613. And once again, if you are south of Agricola, close to Highway 613, these are the areas that are closest to the core of that storm where that rotation is strongest. You need to be in your safe place right now. East of Highway 613, you want to be moving to your safe place. This is a few minutes away. And if you are further to the north, if you're on the north side of Agricola, you want to be keeping a very close eye on this. Move to that safe place, turn that TV all the way up so you can still hear me. Or if you're watching on a mobile device, go ahead and bring that with you into your safe place. You also want to be keeping an eye on the radar here. The heaviest rain has now made it very close to Highway 612. So in between Highway 613 and 612, that's now where the heaviest rain with this storm is moving towards. I'm also going to keep a close eye. We are waiting on the National Weather Service. I do have so there are also talking about hail as well. There is the potential for hail with this storm. Very small hail, less than an inch in diameter, but we could be. Let's take a look at the hail. So you can see here, hail still not being detected by the radar, so that's a good thing. We are not seeing evidence.
The Mobile is saying that they're considering dropping the warning soon for Mobile for George County, which I think you would agree if you look at the velocity has definitely weakened.
Okay, so it looks like I'm just seeing that now. It does look like we do have the tornado warning is likely going to be canceled here shortly. The wind plot here, you can see there is a significant weakening here in the past couple frames. It's not very obvious at all where this rotation is anymore. And so I believe that would be the correct thing to do at this point, is to go ahead and let that tornado warning expire. Remember, the strongest, or the core of this storm, is located just to the west side of Highway 613, south of Agricola. That's where the rotation was, and you can see here there really isn't much of a rotation visible on that radar anymore. But once again, we are still keeping an eye out for power outages as well. Jackson and George counties, Singing River is reporting about 250 power outages in this area. So as we continue to wait for any other words from the national, there it is. So the tornado warning has now officially been canceled. This is no longer a tornado warning, so we will be returning to regular scheduled programming. But keep in mind that is still a strong storm moving into the areas very close to Highway 613 and 612. And thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, we'll continue to keep you guys updated as these storms begin to exit the area here on air and online.
This has been a WLOX First Alert Weather Severe Weather Update. Stay with WLOX as new information develops.